Yeah, I want to do a quick review for Gal Guardians 2. I ended up playing through the whole game on co-op. I did not capture footage with that, so I'm going to re-show I guess my demo I had done here for single player. Um, so Gal Guardians 2, we've got some problems. So it the first game was also co-op, and I played through it, and you would go through, and it was like a stage format, and you would have to go back through the stages to sometimes get your secrets. But it's like it looked kind of like Symphony of the Night, except for with waifus. And so people were like, "Well, there's no Castlevania, Metroidvania type stuff. There's no going honking around in a castle, being lost and stuff." That is what they have added here, to mixed results. It's it's, uh, absolutely a where the hell do I go game. You're lost a lot, a whole lot, and I think the map, the actual layout of how the map is drawn, it's annoying. So it's hard to tell where you haven't been, or if you've cleared out the whole area or not. Or there might be something where you think like you've got the whole area cleaned out, but you needed to go into a little room inside of the middle of the thing, and it's like you're continuously lost. And I spent a huge amount of time, just me and my friend. You'd be able to play with the map open, and I've got like half the screen of the map trying to figure out where the hell we're going to go. And there was also like sort of a pain in the ass. The quick travel is also a pain in the ass. It's a pain in the ass to get around. There's the things where you need to go back to your castle to level up, but then it's like not very quick to get back to where you were often. And there might be things where you've went and you've done the whole dang area, or at least a good part of it. You've beaten the boss and everything, but you couldn't even find the damn the little I don't know what do we want. We don't want to spoil, but it's like there's the shortcut lady. You missed the shortcut lady, and now it's like where the hell you gotta go? We'll go back to the damn castle and then spend like 30 or 40 minutes to get it back there. It was annoying as hell, honestly. But the way the co-op works is it's similar to an old game on the Super Nintendo called Legend of Mystical Ninja or Goemon, where you can at any time, if you got some platforming and stuff you got to do, you can just kind of warp onto the other character as like a little bat or whatever thing, and then the other player can do things, or you can jump on their head and just sit there, and they'll move around and stuff. Now this becomes a problem when you're kind of both acting on your own, and then somebody might be on your head and actually could, you're gets underneath you, and then you're on their head, and he jumps off in the bottomless pit. There's a lot of that kind of stuff, but you gotta learn. Your friend better know what the hell they're doing, or they better be willing to cooperate with you, or you'll have some chaos going on. Now, but there's also crazy things you could do, like you could jump on your buddy's head, and then he can double or triple jump, and then you could double or triple jump off of him, and then he could transform into a bat to you, and you get to areas you ain't supposed to be. There's lots of cool things like that, and there was one or two points where we were so lost that I thought I might have soft locked the game. No, we got through it. But there's a lot of things that annoy the hell out of you. There's this inventory system that's on the screen right now, and I thought in classic Castlevania terms, you want to get a bunch of luck, so you get a bunch of items. These items are nearly all the same. You can take them and add them to pieces to other items to make them a little bit better, but they're like sub weapons. And then you might increase your base stats or hit points a little bit. And so, yeah, so I'm sitting there. I maxed out my character's luck on some of these gears. We're like every enemy we're killing is dropping these things, and so very quickly we had all this stuff maxed out, and then it's like, well, the items keep dropping. You can't pick them up because you're gonna hit your limit. Now I go back to try to town to try to sell this shit, and it's like so damn slow to sell. It's like, dude, at the rate we're going, we'll spend more times physically in town selling the stupid shit that we picked up in 5 seconds than then playing the game. It's obnoxious as hell. There needed to be an auto freaking sort or auto delete. They ended up midway through our playthrough just kind of patching in something like that to help it out, but the item system was just terrible. Never mind it, you hardly ever needed to use them. They were kind of cool, but you just used between both players, you just used the regular damn attacks and have fun that way. And there's a decent amount of puzzles and stuff to try to figure out what to do. There was an okay amount of challenge. Toward the end, we had drastically over leveled or whatever, and it was like we could just play like morons and just freaking just heal potion through the whole thing. Lots of cool little I guess passive tokens you can turn on and off. I don't know if you increase your amount of passive slots. So there's like 10 passive slots, and then you can like, oh, well, just like, here's the thing you put in. You turn this little coin on, you get double jump, and then there'll be other things for your levels up. And it gets a point where your character is pretty stout toward the end, and it feels good, that kind of aspect. But just continuously being lost, like way more than normal. In a normal Metroidvania, and just it's also a fairly big game, and it was one of those things where I think the only reason I really enjoyed myself was because we were playing with friends, and to play, if you want to do Gal Guardians, do it with a friend. I wouldn't recommend it at all otherwise. But it is fun and as a co-op buddy experience, because you're constantly we constantly are looking for the replacement for Castlevania Harmony of Despair from way back in the damn days. That's almost 20 years ago, Brian. We're still looking, but this kind of sort of fills that niche for a little bit. I'm about to sneeze my ass off, but oh my goodness. Anyway, but it not truly, and I can't really recommend this to anyone besides a co-op with a buddy. And even then, I don't know what the price of this game was, but you should get it reduced. They have patched out a little bit of the stuff with it. Also, the resolution is just, I think, a little low for today's standards. It's okay if you're playing like on like a Steam Deck or maybe a Switch, which probably was a Switch first game. But paws are going to be a little mixed here. So Brian's going to give one paw up. We did like it was a Metroidvania co-op. That's what it was. That's what it advertised it is. That's what it is. And the music wasn't great. The graphics are okay. We played through it, and we did have fun walking around lost, trying to figure out things. And you work with your friends, like, well, let's go do here. We got this ability. Let's go do this now. And then, as far as like anything else, Gunner's throwing the paws down. We're missing a lot here, and I felt that going from Bloodstained, the Curse of the Moon 1 to Curse of the Moon 2 was pretty good, and it had a co-op thing, and so. Then you had Gal Guardian Dungeon, whatever the hell it is, 1, which I thought was pretty damn good. And so I'm expecting just this kind of leveling up here. So we're now on our third dang Castlevania-style co-op game from NT Creates, and it's a mixed bag at most. Maybe it was kind of rushed out the gate. But it is what it is, Brian. We did have fun for what it was. But cuss the hell out of the map. And, but we beat this bastard. On to the next thing.